Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video about my cash stuffing and how I do it. This is kind of a part 2 to my budgeting for beginners video that was posted on June 7th, I believe, if you want to go back and watch that before this. If you already kind of have your budget in place, this video is best for that. How to kind of proceed after you've created your budget. So, before I start, my name is Kylie. I make lifestyle videos. Now I'm kind of making a couple budget videos as well. Nursing school videos when I'm in class, week in the lives, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in any of that, you can go ahead and subscribe or check out my other content just to see if you like it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm first going to explain what cash stuffing is. So cash stuffing is keeping the majority of your money or a certain amount of your money in cash and putting it in specific envelopes for specific things in your budget. If you watched my last budget video, we kind of created this little, hopefully this will show right on the camera, but we created a little budget, like just a little example budget. And so if you were going to cash stuff, you could stuff, like have a specific envelope for your gas, your water, your electric, your rent, food, cars, phones, stuff like that. And I'm going to be kind of showing y'all mine as well and how I budget as well in this video. So first thing that you'll need is some envelopes. When I first started cash stuffing, I just used little envelopes from my bank that they give you. I literally have a bunch of them right here because that's what I used to use. I would even use them to hold like pay stubs in, just to keep track of that as well. And that's what I used to cash stuff with. You don't have to have anything crazy to cash stuff with, anything fancy. You can literally use envelopes from your bank. You can just make get a white paper and fold it into an envelope and tape it. Basically, it's just meant to be like beneficial to you, and there's no reason for it to be pretty. But I did end up, when we got married and moved, I got this little binder. I ended up putting stickers on it because me and my friend were just sitting here and I was helping her set hers up, and we were just messing around with stickers. I might take them off, but because they're a little bit too much. But anyways, so I just got this little binder off of Amazon. I will link it below. It came with these envelopes. They're just these little plastic envelopes that fit the little rings here. It's got 6 rings, but these envelopes fit it. The binder has a couple pockets up here for extra cards or anything. It's got a little pocket right here that you could slip something under. And then there's another one in the back that you could kind of slip something under, if you can see that. So yeah, it comes with these little envelopes, which are perfect. And they're perfect, well, this one don't have any money in it. It's fine with money. They're the perfect size for money. Now, people make them on Etsy, and you can get them personalized, and they'll be really cute as well. I didn't get mine from Etsy, so I don't have a really good shop to recommend, but a lot of the people who make stuff like cash envelope stuffing videos on YouTube also have little Etsys that they sell their envelopes on. So if you ever want to check that out and get some like personalized for you, they'll have the little stickers that have your exact stuff on them, and it's really nice. And a lot of them also have different sizes. Some of them are envelopes like this, just with the sticker on it, and other people like hand make their envelopes, and so that's even more customizable. The size can be customized, all that kind of stuff. And that's an option if you have the money to spend on that, but when I first started, I did not have the money to spend on that, so I used my little bank envelopes. And let me see if I can find some example ones. I used to make jewelry to try to sell it, so I had a little jewelry envelope. I would just write on the front what it was for, and then obviously these fit cash perfectly. I think I threw away a lot of the ones I actually had stuff written on. Oh, here's some. So originally this was for a computer, and then I crossed that out, and then this was to save, and then it became what I would take to the bank. I would just put the money in here that I was taking to the bank to put in my savings account, and then I would keep my little, well, I don't think I can show that, but I would keep like my little bank statements on the front. So yeah, and it's also nice because stuff like this is disposable. You can get more of them, reusable, but I would also write in how much I owe to the envelope, and I could cross it out that way, which is a nice visual. But yes, so this way I like it better, of course, but the other way was functional. This is just meant to function, you know what I mean? So this is also functional. It comes with these nice little envelopes. These stickers are just from a Happy Planner sticker thing, but you can put any stickers here. I just put them here so I could write what the envelope was for. And then I also got these little budgeting sheets. It comes in a pretty thick pack of them, 90 of them. They have other colors too, but I just got black. It goes with everything. And that is what is actually in the envelope that I track the date I put it in, or take out, what it's for, if it was like paycheck, if I'm adding it in, or what it was taken out for, and then how much was added or subtracted, and then the total. So that's nice as well. And I'll link this below and those little papers below as well. But this also comes in different colors as well, but that's the good thing about it, is it can be completely customized to you. Now, before I had this, I just used this little heart-shaped box that I got a little teddy bear in for Valentine's Day in like 7th grade, and I just kept the box because it was cute to me. And I would just keep my envelopes in here, and then my extras over here to take out if I needed to make a new envelope. Something also that I keep in this box is I keep my coins separated. I have pennies in a Sonic cup. I have my nickels and dimes in these little glass cups. I have any unstuffed cash in this little cup from my school that I got at like my freshman connection, which, by the way, I have some money to put in this as well. That is not stuffed yet. And then quarters in this little thing that I have no idea what it was from. So yeah, basically all you have to do is have stuff that functions. It doesn't have to be cute, especially stuff like this. It's not like people are going to be looking at it all the time. I mean, how many people are you showing your money stash to? You know what I mean? It just has to be functional. One thing I will say is that depending on your wallet size, you might want to get envelopes that fit your wallet size better. So these I'm able to put in, I just have to bend the top over. With my paper ones I got from the bank, I was able to just stick them in my wallet. But if you have a smaller wallet, you could order smaller ones. And then also the people on Etsy who make them make a bunch of different sizes, like wallet sizes and stuff like that. And they even make, I think they'll make and sell like smaller binders as well that you could use and just carry with you instead of carrying, you know, a wallet around. You could just have a little cash wallet with all your money on it. Okay, so now let's get into how I actually do it. So as you know, we already have our budget. I have budgeted in many different ways. My budget typically stays the same. It just depends what I write it in. I used to write it in my Happy Planner when I used it, then I write it in my bullet journal when I was going to use it. Now, since I'm planning on GoodNotes at the moment, I am writing it on here, and I will show y'all what that looks like. So I just made this little budget tracker, and I've got a wish list over here, and then I've got a little area to track the income, which paycheck it was, if it was mine or Braden's, and you know, that type of thing. Here I have everyday expenses, different savings type expenses, and then fixed expenses like our bills. And I'm just going to be using this to kind of cross off what I've stuffed, and it also just is a reminder of how much to stuff. So whenever you make your cash envelopes, you're making them to fit your budget. And for me, the biggest benefit of having cash envelopes is that it's not all of my cash is in the bank, and then I might have a budget, but I might not stick to it as well. If you have an envelope and you say you only have $350 for gas, then once that $350 is gone, you don't have any more money for gas, you know what I'm saying? Or for food, or for going on a date night and stuff like that. And it's a more visual way to kind of see how much money you have budgeted for each thing, and also to see how much you're spending in each thing. That's how it was helpful to me. And so, yep, so whenever you start your cash envelopes, you don't have to do it for all of the items in your budget. We do, but you don't have to. You can just do it for your like daily expenses. Like you could have envelopes for food, any extra spending, date nights, gas, getting your hair done, stuff like that. And then you could just keep the rest of your like bills and stuff in the bank. But we just keep it all in cash. And then we spend a lot of money on our credit cards, and that's where we usually spend our money. We don't always use the cash just because the cash back from the credit cards. And then at the end of the month, I will go through and add up how much we need to put in the bank to pay off the credit cards for the amount of money we spent. So that's how we do it. And yeah, so at the end of, closer to the end of the month, usually whenever we have most of our money in my little money cup for the month for our budget, I will go ahead and stuff it for the next month. So each month, so like this month in June, I'm stuffing for July. So if that makes sense. Some of it is for June, like the gas that I stuff is going to be for June gas, and the food money that I stuff is going to be for June food. And that's just because we got a little off track with some of it. But yep, so hopefully that makes sense. So whenever I go to budget, so today I'm going to go ahead and budget out my food so that I can go buy groceries tomorrow. And what I'll do is take out the money I already have in food so that I can just add it. I have $500 that I put in to food each month. So I've got $500. Put the rest of this back in here since I'm not budgeting anything else right now. And then I'll just add in the leftover. Then I'll take out my little budget sheet and I'll go ahead and put the date. So it is the 9th. And sometimes I don't always add in when I take money out. I'm not super worried about it, so if you look here, it's not really gonna add up. Because adding $500 to $543 would be like $1,000, but we already spent that, so it's gonna be $511. But this is how I write it down. If you can see that. It's a little, paper's a little bent, but it's not that big of a deal. So then I will, first I need to fix this money because this is money someone gave back as change and it's all bent. So I'll get all my money together, put my little card on top, and then just slip that back into my envelope. And there you have it, cash envelopes. At some point, if y'all want to watch a video of me just stuffing them at the end of the month, I can make a video about that. I always like watching those, so if you're interested in that, I can make one. But I think that's all that I have for today, other than at the end of this, I just would go ahead and track that in my iPad expense tracker. So, anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope that maybe this kind of helped you learn something and gave you some ideas about cash envelope stuffing, and maybe also gave y'all some good products to try out for it. So I hope that I will see you guys next week. And I hope that if you're interested in the kind of the budget content, that you'll go watch my budget video as well, because I think it's pretty helpful for anyone who's a beginner at budgeting and doesn't really know how to create a budget. It's a really simple way to do it. And yeah, I hope that you like the rest of my content as well, and I hope that I will see you guys next week, and I hope that you will stay around and subscribe and like this video. And yeah, I will just talk to you guys later in the next week, Tuesdays at 12. Bye!